Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Star Factory. In the last episode, we made our first nether stars, and we also made our first super duper cobblestone generator, and I mined just a little bit of cobblestone so we can get started with getting creative flight. Before we do that though, I want to make some of these blank barrel upgrades, and we're going to use one of our nether stars to turn it into 64 infinite capacity barrel upgrades. And since we're going to be using drawers, I'm just going to turn it into creative storage upgrades for the near infinite storage. And we can toss one of these, and you cannot upgrade more than one, onto this drawer. So that's going to hold all of our charcoal. And I believe all of these furnaces have a bunch of charcoal inside, because it basically filled up the drawer. So as soon as all of these hoppers empty out, and we can kind of help it along a little bit. So let's do that, just so we can get the furnaces smelting again. There we go. And that is gonna basically make infinite amounts of charcoal, or near infinite. It, I think, holds as the maximum amount is basically what this holds. So like 1G or whatever it's showing inside, or 2 billion trillions, whatever it is. It's the largest number in Minecraft, I think. So anyway, let's make ourselves the angel ring, because we can. Do I have a few more glass? I do not. We need 2 pieces of sand to be turned into glass, and then we can make it. And then we can get into some extra utilities with some grid power. This is gonna make us the angel ring, and then I'm gonna turn a stack of redstone and some sticks into some redstone torches, and we're gonna turn that into 16. I didn't spread it properly. Into 16 of these redstone gears, and we're gonna use one of those to get a manual mill. This one, we just need a bit of polished stone, which just requires a little bit of stone brick, which I have stone cooking in here. So let's make just one set of this for the time being. We're gonna need more eventually anyway. Let's actually do 2, because that's gonna get us one single water mill, I think. So that requires resonating redstone crystals, which is some redstone, some ender shards, and a glass cutter. So glass cutter, and I think I have ender pearls down here. Yep. Okay, let's get those. Get one of these cut up like so, and turn it into some ender shards. And we're actually gonna go do 2 of these, because we're gonna need one for the manual mill, and we're gonna need another few of these for the resonator as well. So let's get, well, let's just use all of our redstone. I think that might have been a bad call, because we need a bit of redstone for the resonator, I think. Resonator. Yeah, we need 2 pieces of redstone. We need 1 block of charcoal as well. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these. Apparently 10. And redstone, if I recall correctly, it's just the dust in the starlight. And apparently, yeah, the crystal pickaxe is really good on some things and really, really, really bad on other things. So do I have any more dust? I do. I think we can just toss it in here. Turn it into redstone. Simply enough. And then we can come here, make ourselves the resonator. And if we toss you somewhere, doesn't matter, manual mill here, and polished stone, and then we just, you right click once, and then you can put your hands off of your keyboard, and I can clap. And you just wait until we get 6 of the polished stones, and then we can make ourselves the first water mill, and then we can do this automatically. And this is really nice, because you know when you're done, when the grid power goes to 1 and it doesn't increase anymore, so you can then just look in here and you have stone burnt. And we can then take that, and if we search for mill, we can make ourselves a water mill, like so. We're gonna go grab a couple of buckets that I do not have, so let's grab a bit of marble, 6 to be exact, so I can make 2 water buckets. Boom and boom. And let's just put this right here for the time being. So let's take the water mill. We're gonna put you right like so. And we can do something like this. And these are all probably gonna move at some point. And we can just place 4 down on each corner, and then we can probably very quickly get into a dragon egg mill. I think that's not, it's 2 nether stars. What is a dragon egg though? It is an egg, a drop of evil, an elytra, and dragon's breath. Dragon's breath is water bottles and magenta dye. Elytra is spectre ingots, spectrals, and feathers. Feathers are just paper and starlight infusion. That's ectoplasm with some diamonds. Egg is parchment and a bean. Bean is seeds. Okay, so it's a whole lot of steps, but it is doable. This is not the last watermill, but it is enough so that we can fly and also run this guy as well. So once this gets another 6, we're going to place the last one in there, and that should be our creative flight and watermills complete. And we can toss this in our baubles, and we are good. We can run away from our base, and we can look at it how incredibly weird it looks, because this is part of the old base, which I'm probably just going to go tear down right now. In here, I'm turning a bunch of weighted pressure plates into upgrade bases, and we're going to start getting some transfer nodes going. So we're going to get some transfer pipe and also a few transfer nodes. If I grab some chests here, we can get, let's say, a couple sets should be good for the time being. And we're going to grab these upgrade bases, and I believe I need a golden pickaxe. If we look at the upgrade here, we need the mining upgrade, which is just a golden pickaxe with an upgrade base. Like so. Do we want... I don't think a stack upgrade. We can do speed upgrades. Do we want to do that? Because that's going to use up a whole bunch of GP. Let's make 4. We can make easily more of the... the crystals. I set those back up again because we're gonna need a bunch of these raw radiant quartz to get more things going. But let's get 4 speed upgrades just for the time being. And let's come over here. I have also made a bunch of drawers here in between episodes. So let's just get a basic drawer and a whatchamacallit, one of the upgrades. Where are my they're on me. Okay. So we're going to put this here. We're going to toss a creative storage upgrade into here. And then what we can do is we can put a transfer node down. We can put a transfer pipe here. And then we can, in here, put the mining upgrade. And this should start producing cobblestone, I think. Oop, the drawer's burning. It might need this to be here. So full block of lava, and possibly the water source as well. Yep, there we go. Okay, we can grab ourselves the one of these nothingnesses, and we can put it right underneath the water source, and we can then do that, and we can just remove all of this. There we go. Cool. So this is basically a cobblestone generator, and if I put in some speed upgrades, that's draining a bit more power, 4.38. That's totally fine, I think, but it is creating cobblestone fairly quickly. And if we remove those, we can see it's fairly slow, and with this, it's going to be really cool and quick. Okay, so we could potentially just use another transfer node, put this into a furnace. From kind of like the top, and we can then cook it up directly into stone. It is now set up. It is not the way I like it, and I kind of don't want to start making too many automation things happen before we have an idea of what the base is going to be like. And finally, this is finished to turn my lapis, or to turn my sea lanterns into lapis, because I want to turn lapis into some diamonds, and I think I can do that, yeah, with just fluid transformation. So let's just toss one in here. Diamonds. Cool. Because we can use these diamonds, I believe, in the altar to make this colored lens break, which can allow us to make mechanical miners, which can then allow us to automatically harvest all of these. And I will also try and get to a porcupine today. It is just a colored lens spectral, so that's some resonating gems, some glass lens, some illumination powder, and that is pretty much it, I think, and some stardust. So a lot of the things that we need to automate, so like grinding iron and all of that, so we need to get into some power, but let's get to that mechanical miner thingy first, and also possibly a mechanical user. All of those will be kind of nice to have. We are now ready to craft ourselves a bunch of these lenses. This is going to make the break lens, which is used to make the mechanical miners. And then I have everything ready for the push lens for the mechanical user. and also the spectral lens, which is used to make the ender porcupine. And that's just going to require ender pearls and sooty marble, which we do have. So all I have to do is do the boring process of waiting for this to finish. And I totally learned one special thing. If you have this collector crystal pointing to different blocks, for example, I was transforming the sea lanterns into lapis before, and this had 4 lines going out of it. It didn't provide enough starlight to this altar, so I couldn't craft the lens. And I was like, what gives? And then I unlinked everything, and it works now. So if we want to do this now, I can make 5 total. Do we want to make 5 total? I think I'll make 4 total. So we're going to do that. That should make us 4. And then for the push one, I think I set up so I can get another 4 of these, or maybe, yeah, I think 4 of these is what I have, because it is the glowstone, which I do have, and then the pistons and the glass lenses and the aquamarine. So everything should be good. I have a bunch of these because they're used to make all of the spectral lenses, and we're gonna need them in the future anyway. So we made the break one. Oh, that only makes 1 at a time. Okay, fine. I'll be here for a little bit then. I believe we are ready to make our first set of mechanical users, and then we're gonna also make a set of mechanical miners, and then I have everything ready for more mechanical users, and then I need to make a few more of these. So like this, and we can turn that into more of these. And then more of these. I just want to make a bunch, just so I never have to worry about them again. Or at least for now. I think I need 4 more glass to craft the rest of this, but at least we can get these out of the way. Oh, you get 4 per. Oh, that's great. Okay, so I need a few more rock crystals. Do I have? I don't have any more glass. I just need 2 more pieces of glass. Okay, let's do that together. That's not going to take too long. So 1 sand, go cookify. And then this one. Other sand, go cookify. So that's going to turn into glass, and we can turn it into 2 more rock crystals, so we can create the last set of these. And what I want to do actually here is I also want to make some translocators, because these are going to be useful for transferring items around. So I have, I think, everything ready except for the gold and the marble pillars. So let's grab a stack of gold, some marble pillars, and I'll just make a stack of these just so we have them. Cool. And what we can do now is we can come over here, and I just want to show you how this is going to work. So the ender porcupine basically can cover an entire area. So we need to go in which direction? 2 in this, and then 2 in the negative of this. So it's going to cover the length, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And we can then go 1 plus this way. Yeah. So let's go 4. Is that enough? Go 5. I can't really see it, and it's probably hard to see on the video. I can fly totally. Okay, so what we can then do is probably put this on the other side so it's not super far away. So let's just flip everything into the negative. Actually, you know, this was fine. Just this needs to be negative. There we go. So that's covering that entire area. And what we can then do is place a mechanical miner right here. And that should start mining all of those. And the miner should get the raw radiant quartz inside of it. And we can then grab some translocators and also a drawer. And I'm going to grab one of this and one of this. And we can toss you right here. Let's break a hole in the floor. Grab this guy, and then we just toss that in and that. And that way we should start seeing these going in here. Apparently not. Well, we'll see if they transfer out. I don't know if I have to transfer out from the top or the sides, or if that makes sense. Or maybe just a transfer node will work. Transfer node? Yeah, that works. Okay, sure thing. That's fine. It's not going to produce that many that the transfer node is not going to be able to transfer them, I think. Because by the time the new ones get progressed, the rest of these will get transferred. So we can have basically an infinite amount of raw radiant quartz. What I wanted to explain is basically the storage system for this pack. We have 2 options. One that we're going to get started with is this manifest. So that requires 2 radiant dust, a paper, and a black dye. So I have paper, black dye, and I think I have some dust. I think I can make it in here as well. So let's turn that into this, and we can get a manifest. And this is used to view items stored in Radiant storage. We can right click to open the manifest and sneak right click to clear inventory tracking. But basically, we can use monitoring crystals to be placed on inventories to relay their contents to a manifest. It adds attached inventory to Radiant storage for viewing with a manifest. And this is required for some sticks, 2 gold nuggets and a shaped Radiant quartz. I have a bunch of these, I have a bunch of gold nuggets, and I have a bunch of these. So we can make a few of these. And I think this works if we put it right here. And if we then click here, we shift right click it. And then we can see 1G marble, okay? And we can put this here and this here. And I want to make a few more of these. So I don't know if it works on these inventories. Yeah, we can see forbidden fruits. Can I shift right click to remove these? Or I can just probably break them? Yeah. Okay, so I don't need, I mean, you know, why not? It's just the crystals. We have gold blocks. It's not that expensive to make because we have infinite amounts of the Radiant quartz anyway. So let's just make all of these. It's 11. Okay. We can put them here and here. And then we should have ender pearls and golden apples and aquamarine as well inside. We can add it here, 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 and here. So we can have wood. And you can't really grab stuff out of this. It's basically mostly going to show you where it is. So it's going to point to all of the things that have it. So it's going to show that this has it. It's going to show that this has it. And eventually I think we can, we sneak right click to clear it. Okay, let's see. We need the brazier of hoarding. So that items tossed in are sent to Radiant storage. Troves are filled first, then chest. Oh, interesting. That you can use kind of like this as a storage system, I think. There's tanks, there's troves. There's different other things, but basically we have the manifest, we have the brazier of hoarding, we then need a radiant chest, which is just going to be this. And then the last piece is the monitor and crystal, which we do have. So in here, I think we can do this. Yep. Okay. And we'll see how this works. I am going to grab transfer pipes just so we can test it out. And do I have just one barrel with infinite items? I do. Okay, so if we do the indexer, let's place it down here. We see nothing. And in here, let's do... Actually, no. Let's do this and then transfer pipe. Okay, so that... Oh, I think it's searching. Oh, we see 64 gold. And then I request it. Can I do shift right click? Okay, so that's going to request stack of gold. Okay, interesting. And then I think we can use this in crafting for whatever we want, for example. So we can make, yeah, this is the inventory. I think, I don't know if this is able to send stuff inside or how does it work to send stuff back. But right now it's still getting us the 64 gold. So we'll see once it finishes what happens with this, if I can toss items in, because I put them in here. They go into this inventory, but they're not being sent to the infinite gold storage. Okay, let's see if I add a chest, right? Chest. Can I toss items in and will they get sent to a chest? Do I have to have... Maybe. Hold on. What if we do a transfer pipe? Transfer node. Okay, so if we do this, it's also going to transfer the gold. Some of it's going here, but I think if we remove this, it should transfer it back. Yep, it's going back into the thing. And we can have a stack upgrade or something to just clear this inventory quicker. Okay, but this kind of works like a storage system. All right, that's super neat. So we can kind of just organize everything around this. I also wonder if I put a longer transfer pipe. So let's get one of these. This is just me testing stuff. So basically, if we do one of these, and if I grab you and put you, let's say, back here, where it's going to be a different length of these transfer pipes, like so. And if I request one wood, oh, that's instant. And the problem is with the transfer node, this is going to be searching on the entire network to try and put items in if it has items. And I don't know if that's going to become laggy. But if we have just one transfer node transferring items out, that should be fine. Another test that I want to do is, can I insert through the same transfer node that is transferring out? So if this is here, can I request one wood? I can. Okay, so all you need is a transfer node connected and everything else just with transfer pipes. Okay, that's super cool, I think. That is a super neato system for storage. Okay, does it use GP? Power drain 8, okay. And does it drain more power if we add more pipes? Not to my knowledge right now, but we can basically set up different machines in different spots with just drawers, kind of like on top somewhere with ender porcupines in the bottom, and we can just run transfer pipe everywhere through the base and hook it up to the indexer, and we can have everything in here on the inside. Okay, that's super cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically build the base a bit higher, and I think I'm gonna have the altar not be the center of the base. We can have the indexer with possibly drawers. Actually, no, we can just have the indexer somewhere on the wall. Yeah. We're gonna have a central part where the indexer is gonna be, and then we can have everything else around it. So that's gonna be super neat. So I made some compacting drawers and I decided to put my cobblestone inside, and then I realized that we don't really need double compressed or compressed cobblestone for anything, so it's best if we just keep it in a regular drawer, and I'm trying to transfer it over with item translocators, and for some reason it doesn't want to work. So we now have 26,000 cobblestone instead of having like 60,000, but we're going to transfer this with some transfer nodes and some speed upgrades and also a stack upgrade that I made, but we need a filter so we can transfer the cobblestone and not pull out the double compressed cobblestone. And the filter is just redstone sticks and string, but string requires nocturnal powder and clay I believe we get with transmutating sand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here and grind up one piece of sand real quick. There we go. And I have transmuted a charcoal block into a block of coal. And I also did one more thing. I infused my pickaxe and my axe with the Starlight infusion. Basically, it's just this. You toss it in, and it uses all 12 buckets of the liquid Starlight, and it gets your cutting to 100, and it gets your size and purity up a little bit. And I have done that again on 2 more pickaxes and axe, thinking that they are gonna be better, but they're not really better, so we're just gonna toss this in. I know they're infinite durability, but I'm just gonna make, I think I tossed them away, the previous iron and iron pickaxe and axe, but they are just better because they break things faster than the friggin' crystal ones do. And I don't know what the case is with those. Maybe I have to get it tuned or something to get faster breaking speed. Like, they're really quick. They're gonna be really quick for demolishing this, like it's instant mine. But basically on anything that is a machine or anything, they are just really sucky. So, nocturnal powder. I think we have everything. Yes, we can make 4 of that. No problem. This is transmuting into clay. In the meantime, I think I can use this nocturnal powder to make some rotten flesh, for which I need clay as well. So I actually need to transmute another piece of sand because I want to also make the quantify key for the drawers. So we're gonna put another piece of sand down, grab our linking tool, click the crystal, click that, and that. I think they should be linked. Oh, maybe just this one was linked. Okay, let's do this. Link. Are you gonna do 2 lines? You are gonna do 2 lines, and we can disable the altar for the time being to just get these 2 done faster, but all I have to do is wait pretty much. And we can now actually fix this back up again. I was extracting the compressed cobblestone with the transfer node, and I needed a filter if we wanted to use the compacting drawer, but we're not even gonna use that because it's not necessary. We can disable that, and that should be our stone production back online. Okay, so all we need to do is wait. I think translocators have a problem with the creative storage upgrade. I think they don't see that the drawer can hold more items. They think it's full, because if I, for example, grab another drawer here, and we can empty this one, I think, and shouldn't be an issue, but we're gonna pop this down here. Actually, we're just gonna break it. And if we put in another drawer, And we grab a translocator and put it back here. I think this is going to fill it up to 2048, which we currently have like 10,000 of this. So if we even add a glowstone, we should see this finish quicker. Boom, I think this transfers stacks at a time now. Oh, it's gonna... Oh, how much do these draw? Oh, it holds 1,000. Okay, it's a compacting drawer. Yeah. So it transferred almost everything. So it's basically full. And if we add the storage upgrade, the translocator is not going to transfer anymore. So, I mean, it's 800 here, so we're going to just transfer this manually. But for the cobblestone, it's not really practical to do so. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to break this guy. You see? Oh, that's pickaxe. The axe just works so much better on this. And one kind of sad part is that I can't remove the these guys, the creative storage upgrades, out of the drawer once you make it. So basically we'll be making more drawers and just tossing them into the trash can, I guess. But did we transmute yet? We haven't yet. All right, we finally have clay here, so we can just break this down and take it all with us. And then I'm gonna also make one piece of dirt, because at some point we got saplings and we're gonna need more saplings in the future. And I don't want to use the whole wood with the transmutation thing to get more saplings. So we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna plant this down, and it's probably gonna need some light. So let's grab at least a couple of these. Let's grab 4, and then just like a bunch of marble. Bunch of this and bunch of this. And let's just make a little bit of a circular circle. Circular circle. A squarey square. A Minecraft squircle. And put some lights on so this tree can grow. Because we don't really have... We probably have a watering can from Rex Utilities. Yeah, we could probably use that for growth. But eventually this should just grow on its own. So, clay. If we look at uses, we can turn it into the thing that we need, which is going to be string. So 4 clay and a piece of nocturnal powder like so is going to get us some string. Boom. And then we can turn that into a filter with some sticks and some redstone. Redstone sticks. Boom. 1 filter. We can come over here, grab 1 cobblestone or 2. And toss this into the filter. We can then do this and then remove the double compressed, and this should now empty. Yep. Okay, cool. We can do that. And also we can now make, I believe, rotten flesh, because I want to make the quantify key, which is this one, which requires book and quill, which requires a book, which requires leather, which requires a starlight infusion of rotten flesh, and rotten flesh is made like this. And we can come over here, infuse this, and in the meantime grab 3 pieces of wood and toss them on here to turn them into paper. There we go. We have 3 or 4 paper even, and we have our piece of leather. We can then come to our crafting table, and I think we should be able to make this. So a book, and then this requires black dye and a feather. Feather is a starlight infusion of a paper, so we're gonna do that. And then we need 1 more black dye, which is gonna be 1 piece of charcoal right on here to turn it into charcoal dust, and then in here turn it into dye. Cool. Grab our feather. And that should be our quantify key. It's always so much work to get a book and quill. Every pack. And we can then, boom, see how much stuff we have inside of drawers without having to sneak right click on them. We could even quantify this one just so we see how it empties. I don't think these require quantification as they are infinite. This one does though. We have quite a bit of these. It's really cool when you have like 5 or a 5 by 5 of these. Every minute you get 25 of these crystals, which is wonderful. So I don't know why this is out of sync, how that managed to do its thing, but basically this, it skipped 1, so it's fine. It's gonna still process 25 in the same amount of time, I think. Anyway, I think this brings us to a good wrapping up point for today's video. And as I said, in the next one, we're going to come back to build a brand new base, or at least higher up the base. And we're going to see if we're actually going to use this rock crystal. I might just build the base above it because it's not really necessary that we have it. We could just leave it here in the middle for purposes, and we can have the base on the floor, and then we can move our altar and everything around it to different spots so we can have more space. But anyway, with that all being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, and you can also subscribe to get notified of when new videos go live. And you can support me on Patreon as well if you want to play with me here on this server. Yes, it is now a server. See that here on the top. If I press F1 and do E, there we go. You can see it. So thank you again, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.